Hi, everybody. It's been a while. It's Michelle, Sagittarius, sorry, Scorpio Moonly. It's been a while. Um, yeah, it's been a while. A lot has changed. Today I was told get on, get a message out. So here I am. Um, uh, it's been a rough 2025, a lot of endings for everybody. We are in 2026 now. Um, just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. A lot of changes on this earth as well. The sun, Three-Eye Atlas, bunch of things, weird things going on. People awakening, um, getting rid of old habits, just all kinds of things. Uh, the politics, I don't know anything about. So I don't know. I don't deal with that shit. Homie ain't got time for that shit. So anyway, and for reference, for whatever channel this goes on, the music is not mine, okay? I'm not that old. Physically in this world, I'm not. Atomically, yes, that's another story, but older. So I don't know where this is gonna go, just wherever it goes. Um, if you are here, thank you. You're being here. You're here for a reason. You're being led here because there are messages that pertain to something that you need to hear in your life. So, where to begin? Um, there's a lot of things that have been triggering at the end of the year for a lot of people for many reasons and many things. Um, and I feel like now is the time for us. Is if if you're here, you're awoken in some form or fashion to where you understand what I'm saying, and you're also here because you were led here to see this for whatever reason. Spirit led you here. Your higher self led you here. Source led you here. Your energy led you here. Um, so that being said, um, story. Um, I have had a situation again that came full circle, and this is gonna. And I know I'm talking about myself, but this is gonna. Somebody's gonna get something out of it, for sure. Like that's why you're here. You're gonna get something out of what I'm talking about. Um, and needless to say, that I actually seen what I don't want at a job or in friendships. Um, I got that aha moment when I saw people switch it up over, like, I actually seen grown people following someone else just to fit in instead of being real. Okay, that's fine. You don't, I mean, that everybody has their reactions to everything. They can do however they want, whatever they want. The reason I keep doing this is because y'all are being blocked, but anyway, it's another story. Anyway, so I had to come to terms, and that's where I'm coming to terms with why do I care? I did care at the time, I'm still a little bit in that point where I still care, but I'm more over it now than I was when it was going on. And this was not very long ago; it was last week. But this is how much I've been healing from it, is by not holding grudges. For one, I'm gonna forgive myself because, for one, the situation didn't have to get to the point that it did, but it did. Okay, and my son made a point, was like, then why did you even say something else after that? Well, because for so long, a lot of us have had to feel like we had to defend ourselves in some form or fashion. And so when the situation happened, I let it go. It was over because I took accountability. I also knew the consequences of my actions. So I dropped it. That day it was done. I let it go. But because people are miserable and they want attention in some form or fashion, is how I see it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but whatever the situation is, I'm getting text messages from people that I had friended at work. So, okay. And here's where at first I didn't care because it didn't matter. So what? So the situation happened. So what? It's petty. It's petty. And I was just like, I don't care. It's petty. It's petty. And then it got to the point to where now it's like this person saying we can't hang out together as humans. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm starting to like, okay, well, he's not my daddy. Fuck that. I have a daddy. Source. Okay. Okay. So I finally was like, okay, I'm not going to be petty about the time that I went in that I wasn't clocked in properly for. And because of the situation, that escalated for no reason and involving people that had no reason to be involved to begin with, I ended up taking care of it through other means. Of course, when you do that, was I thinking about the consequences that were going to occur afterwards? No, because I was not just defending myself, but I was defending people who didn't deserve to be in it. I should have stayed out of it, is what I was told, and how they're treating it now. I should have stayed out of it. But instead, I didn't, not because only they were at the time my friends, but because it was wrong what was going on. And I was just standing up for what was right. Now, what's wrong with that? Nothing, right? I don't see it being wrong because you're standing up for people who I seen that were afraid of being fired because of the association. It's not your responsibility to tell me what I need to do when it comes to my life or how I'm taking my job or doing my job. Which I'm not saying I'm doing a bad job, people, because I'm not. That's not what it. Okay, it's about a break. Anyway, now I said I was going to let it go, but the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because there's a lesson for somebody out there, and not only for that person out there, for me. So if this means the only person that sees this is me, it'll be me. If it leads to other people, there's something in here for you. I promise. You're going through something that may not be the same situation or whatever, or the scenario, but things in our life are still how we react to it. Every bit of the actions that we take. And I could have left it alone. But because I felt like I had to defend myself, that thing that people do whenever they've been wronged for so long and conditioned to be in that mental state, that's what I did. But I also felt like that's where I don't know if what I was doing was right or wrong by defending people who I seen were letting other people kind of in a way control them when it comes to something that had nothing to do with them, which was what? Okay, so that's on my day off, by the way. Right? I'm getting these messages on my day off. This person's on the clock talking crap about me and just making up lies. Okay, fine, whatever. So I did what I did. The following day, I have a meeting with the manager and explained everything to them. And, I thought it was squashed. They knew what I did. I told them what I did, why I felt that I had to do what I did. pretty much. But then I go in the next day and I felt it. Now, I kind of felt it before I got to work, intuition. But I could feel the energy of, it felt like when somebody's, like in Mean Girls, when everybody walks in and everybody thought that Katie threw that chick in the bus or whatever, and everybody's just like, that's her, that's her. That's what it felt like. And I'm like, what? So I'm just like, okay. So I felt weird. Yes, I did cry that night at work, but anyway, long story short. So I go up, I get to the break room, I come out, and all the managers that were having a meeting about the situation were talking about me. How do I know? Because when I walked up, one of them said, loud enough for me to hear, there she is. And they all stopped. I just stared at all of them, walked into the bathroom, and then the manager has the gall to say out loud where I could hear her that I think that I had it good, but in reality I didn't. Something like that, basically. Now, what they failed to understand when I was explaining to them is that part of the situation that was going on didn't matter. I had let it go. Okay? It was the clock in thing. It didn't matter. I had let it go. And it didn't have to get to the point that it did because, but now they want to blame me because now we're on a point system. It didn't have to get to this point. And I also didn't have to pursue what I did, but I was also standing up for what was right for not just myself, but everybody. Yes, it screwed me out of what, 10 minutes of money, plus taking 30 minutes off for my lunch break. It wasn't about the money to begin with. So here's what happens. And those of you who know, I wanted to say something. It bothered me and I wanted to say something and I just kind of like let it ride, but I wanted to say something, but I'm still not talking about anyone. So they're trying to get it out of me, but they're not going to do it. I'm not going to gossip. I'm gossiping to y'all, if you want to call it that, okay? But I feel like there's messages because of it. And it's not gossip. It's my own story. I'm not mentioning names. None of y'all know where I work, so. But the point is there's messages for somebody here because there's going to be messages that I'm going to get out of it too. So I go to this crystal store and I start talking to this crystal person that works in the store, and she led me to this something calcite or something. One moment, please. Sorry. Okay, sorry, family. So anyway, back to this thing that's going on. So I get on to see. I got my days off. Time to reflect. Get out, walk around. All that stuff. And I look at see when I go in on Saturday, but guess what? Here I am today at home. So that was the week that we got holiday pay if I worked all days, right? But somehow last week I worked my 40 hours. This week I'm working not 40 hours because I'm not working today, but I got holiday pay, which makes it a 40-hour paycheck. And then next week I have an 8-hour shift. So what happened was I got a 3-day weekend. Now it triggered me. I knew it. I know what they did. People got involved again with my time. Somebody who doesn't have nothing to do with any of it. I can't prove that, but intuition, because I lost my holiday pay pretty much. So again, it didn't have to get to this point, and I know the universe will take care of me. I don't know how, or but it just I will be provided for. That will come back to me. I don't know when. It's just frustrating trying not to be upset about it. So my son was like, hey, you got a 3-day weekend. So I'm trying to tell myself that's what I got, which led me to this, which is still some type of a trigger in some way because it hit me again. And I don't want it to hit me again. I want to be over it. I don't want to feel all of this. It's worthless. It's no point. There's no point in it. Now, that's the ego in me. That's the ego in me. Spiritually, or my higher self, I don't know. I'm getting away so much from the spiritually thing. Um, Higher self, self-awareness, subconsciousness, self-aware consciousness, justness, something like that. This is Essential Essence Ocean Atlantis. This is water. Emotions. Trying to clear out these emotions that come around people do stuff like that too. So now I got to get this back into a habit because this was a habit of mine at one time. If some of y'all know or don't know. Somehow when I got to Colorado, I fell out of it. I don't know how. I just did. I went through more changes, more awakenings. I'm still buying tarot cards. I haven't been doing a lot of tarot readings, but channeling messages on paper. I haven't done that in a while since I got to Colorado either. So, I mean, I moved away from it when I got here. That probably stunted my growth, to be honest. But also, while I was being stunted in my growth, I was also being taught lessons. Again, the full circle thing that I went through at work at one time, at another job with a different situation, but basically the same. Everyone was like mad at me but I didn't take it anywhere. And when I did take it somewhere, I got ganged up on again. But okay, so yeah, I didn't have any friends there. I met my partner there, and that's the only friend I got from there. There was cool people there, but and you know what just came to me? I'm getting downloads now, so now I'm starting to get some downloads. And if I say for me, it's not just for me. The reason why you're here is because there are messages you're going to hear from this. So you are meant to be here if it resonates. Now, if you're just here, just talk crap or whatever, go ahead. You won't be the first. You won't be the last because you're not healed in your own way. So that's on you, not me. I don't care. The download was the reason why I'm having issues with friends is because I'm codependent on having a friend instead of friending myself. Ouch. Who needed to hear that one? I bought a new deck, an I Ching deck, and I just bought it yesterday. It was pretty on point. I helped with some food. We went shopping for some groceries so I could have food at home and not spend money at work because, there are things that need to be resolved before I can actually start moving away from this job, from all these people that just, it's going to be hard going there every day. It really is. But I will go there uncomfortable every day when it will get easier with it every day. It's just the start of that feeling. I have to. I don't have any other choice. There's no other choice. I make my own narrative. I just saw that on a card. It's your own narrative. It's my own narrative. It's your own narrative. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to turn out. Actually, it is. I'm going to do. You know what was funny about that situation? I'm going to say this too, is how everybody did turn on me. It was really crazy because the people that got involved actually switched up on me. One person I'm not sure about, and it doesn't matter if she does or not. That's fine. But now the co-workers, the managers, and the people that I was work friends with, I am actually outcasted. That's what I mean by every day I got to go in like this. It's not going to be easy, and it can be easy, but that ego part of me still feels that emotion that I'm working on. And I'm going to go in there and brush myself off. Like I said to them in the office, dust myself off and try again. Because this time I'm not running like I did the last time. I don't think I ran last time. I got fired for my points. Guess what? Circled back to points. I'm not supposed to be there, I don't think. Not because it's not a good place to work, because I do get my hours right now, even though I lost my holiday pay basically. I probably didn't need it then. So I don't know. I'm trying not to be down about it. Down, down, down. I don't want to be down about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to heal through this in some way. So let's find out what we need to know about this situation. Because somebody's going through something like this, and it doesn't have to be work. It could be family. It could be person, place, or thing. And now. And it could also be outdated thinking. And it could also be, the only way we heal is by healing ourselves. Because nobody's going to take the time and effort. Honestly, there are people that are there for you. Like, they're by your side the whole time. But not the whole time. Because they have a life too. They have to go do their shit too. They have to go tend to themselves. And if they're putting off what's necessary to make themselves grow just to help you, when you're the only person that can help you grow, and we all have to do it alone. Even if they're standing there, you still doing it alone because it's only you that's going through it. They're just there. I don't have that except for my family support, but I'm learning that being codependent on having friends is not always a good thing. And maybe this is where now I've been learning what I want in friends and what I don't want in friends, which is going to make not necessarily not trust people, but benefit of the doubt. If they're not on the same spiritual level and they're still like doubting life and they don't want to grow from it, they still want to hold on to old beliefs. They're not in my, that's not my energy. And it's, how do you, then again, then again, how do you cope with that in a positive way when you live in that environment as well? It's not easy. It's harder to remove yourself from somebody you care about than it is from people that you only see on an 8-hour shift, 40 hours a week. And then not even sometimes that. Some people don't have the same exact shifts as me, so I don't see them constantly, just during my shift. And even then, I don't see them because we're working. So it's not like we're hanging out, at least not during work. Me, apparently, I'm the outcast. I'm definitely not hanging with nobody during breaks either, so it's okay. Life goes on, so will mine, and so will mine. So am I. Moving on up. So let's see. I depend, codependent on friendships, not just, or codependent on an idea, or codependent on a partnership. I know I can leave anytime. I have faith that this is going to change in some form, and if it doesn't, with everything, I have no choice but to keep going forward. That's everyone. I mean, why stay in it if you're just, and I'm not miserable at work, I'm just uncomfortable. There's a difference, really, I think. I think being uncomfortable going to work is not the same as being afraid of going to work, which it stems from the same thing, I would think, but fear, everything is fear-based, so being uncomfortable is part of fear. So, okay, I correct myself. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? Ain't nobody gonna take my side. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Yep, I got to. I got to. I got to. Wait, how am I gonna do it? I got to. For no other reason than to grow and to heal. And for no other reason than to be more successful because I have. And because I'm gonna grow and go toward what excites me, which is communicating with you and talking. I like to talk. Maybe that's the thing. So why not talk about positive things? Why not talk about positive things? Why stay in the negative? So the story I just told you was somewhat a negative situation that I want to turn into something more positive. The uncomfortable part of it, getting out of my comfort zone, going to work, and still smiling and enjoying my time. I do need to find out how the breaks are going to go, though. And I'm definitely not to be gross, but I'm definitely not going to spend my 15-minute break in the bathroom if I have a stomach ache or something. Come on. Enjoy your break? Okay. Would you? No. Or, I don't know, some of y'all might, so y'all could be on y'all's phone or something. I don't know, but still, ooh. I wouldn't want to spend my 15-minute break in the bathroom. Or my lunch break. That's just me, though. Is that being petty? Am I going to be petty? If they tell me your break starts when we say it starts, okay, fine. Then everything's coming with me to my register. I'll have a locker for no reason. Because I always go for 30-minute walks, or try to, or I get out of the store at least. I'm not allowed to leave the store during my 15, so cool. That's understandable. I'm on the clock. That was the reason why I took the lunch break. Anyway, See, I'm still working on me, people. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on everything. I get triggered all the time. All the time. What does Spirit want you to know? First card on top. Archangel Gabriel is here. Let's see what Gabriel has to say. What is the messages today for the collective when it comes to their higher self? They need to know and help them get through whatever the life situation is throwing at them at this time. Spirit. Archangel Gabriel. We're all healing from whatever. It's time to let it go and move forward. We're in 2026. This is a new beginning that adds up to 10, which makes a 1. The year of the snake, which means if snakes are not or have been misconstrued for many years, snakes are actually healers, knowledge, lots of knowledge. I mean, think about it. They're on a staff for medical use, which contains lots of knowledge, but they're healers. So snakes have been misconstrued, so they've been generate all these years. I feel like they've been. No, I ain't gonna lie. Until I get over my fear of being around a snake, yeah, I'm a live snake, but the snake is beautiful. I don't want to be around a snake that don't bite. Or that bites but won't kill you. Justice is coming. Archangel says justice is coming. Number 11. 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. What are the messages? Archangel Gabriel. It's too many. Okay. 777. Change, luck. What to do with a mistake? Recognize it, admit it, learn from it, forget it. Enough said by Dean Smith. Now, I do a lot of these. I write my own cards front and back. And I do take the top. If they tell me to take it upright, I do. If they tell me to take it downward, I do. In any case, I have a lot. I'm not done. I do sayings from gurus, poets, spiritual leaders, actors, actresses, politicians. But all of them are positive and to help you grow. They're never going to be something that's going to knock you down, ever. And neither will this channel. So if you're here to do that, you don't fit in. And I'm not saying you don't fit in because we're only the goody-goody. No, you don't fit in because you choose. It's a choice you make. If you choose to be here, you want to be negative, then what makes you think that most of us that are here being healed are going to care what you say? If we're healed, we're not going to care. So you're going to waste your time being negative for no reason. So why not be positive with us? It's not hard. It's practice, just like you're practicing being negative. It's all practice. Energy. You practice your energy. Every day you practice your energy. When you wake up, bro, every time you wake up, you're going to have a trigger. Every day when you wake up. And I have been trying very seriously not to wake up with my phone. First thing. Trying to spend a few hours without my phone before I pick it up. I start listening to podcasts and readings and music. And I don't watch much TV, but I watch videos. So I don't know if that counts in any case. So I don't know where that was going. Cultivate patience. Keep an open mind. There you go. This is what Archangel's sending out in your higher self. Forgive those who don't deserve it with love and light. It's hard to do. And yes, it will be hard to do that. But I will I don't hold grudges against these people. It's just hard to let go of what they did, but I don't hold grudges. And I don't wish them anything. I don't wish nothing bad on them or their families or anything. I hope that they awaken one day and see their error and take accountability for their actions. That's it. Madison, Sammy, Gina, Rose, Zach, Howard. Significant names. Grow strength from triggers. Boom. I can't make this up. I was just saying this. Deep in your eyes. Now, I'm going to say this. Some people can tell, and I'm going to say this because this man at work, he looks at me and he said, your aura was out here. Now it's here. What's wrong? And at that moment, the old version of myself would have said, gossip, 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 gossip. And poor pity me, pity me. I'm the victim. I'm the one. I'm the man. And all I could tell him was, it does have to do with work, and I'm working through it. I'll be fine. And I left it at that. Create new routines. I could have been vengeful. I could have. So we are in 2026. It's time to create new routines, y'all. Like, create them. Like, I'm going to create new routines. I'm going to keep doing this every day. Why not talk about what's going on in somebody's life and somebody else gets something positive out of it? I'm not going to stay in the negative with that. I'm talking about it because tomorrow's going to be a whole new day there. A change that I haven't experienced yet. It's an experience that I'm going to experience tomorrow, my first day. How am I going to react to it? And I'm hoping I react to it with so you got to come in early. So you got to be here on time. So you got to take your breaks on time. So you can't be late. So you can't call in whenever you want. So you can't just blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry people got drugged, like the whole store got drugged into it. It was not supposed to get that far. See, I'm still triggered. I am working on it. I am working on it. There's no will. I have been working on it. It was worse a few days ago, but I healed pretty quickly, I think, this time, because it was only a few weeks of friendship, but still, doesn't mean it don't hurt. Black cat is significant. If you have a black cat in the house or you're seeing one, significant. Undecided. Black cats are protection. A lot of people say, oh, wives' tale. No. Black cats also hold like that dimension, that third eye dimension, that they can help you connect with the other side. Some of you are undecided what to do. I'm gonna get undecided of what I want to do. I'm gonna do stuff. I'm not gonna worry about those people. And yes, I already know that when I walk in there, all eyes are gonna be on me. Hey, like my son says, really? I'm the center of your attention? I just want to say to all my fans in that store that might be against me because they have to come to work on time, they didn't need to get this far. Would I win an Emmy? Maybe. But I would still go in there and be like, okay, whatever, bro. I mean, I got a 3-day weekend on New Year's Eve. I enjoyed it. Money comes and goes. They're going to see real quick. And if that means what it means, then that's what it means. No more worries. Tough cycle ended. I seen this just a minute ago. UFO contact. Some of you may be having contact. If you are, learn your messages. They're telling you something. Don't be afraid. People are always talking about, and if you see that 5 o'clock shadow, somebody has a 5 o'clock shadow. But anyway, back to the UFO. Don't be afraid. I know people, when they see them in their dreams or whatever in real life, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be like, because it's going to be new to me. The energy is going to be different. The look is going to be different. It's not going to be things that I've ever seen in my life, in my lifetime. And it'll only take a second before I'm not used to it because I'm prepared. It's just that first contact. That could be me. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love it. That makes me want to cry because I would really love that. Sorry, I know I look awful. They just tell me, get on. Stop fighting it. Stop making excuses. Stop walking. I was pausing myself. How? Procrastinating by, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this before I can do it. Oh, I got to do this before I can do it. Oh, I got to do this before I can do it. And they were like, no, do it now. You got a 3-day weekend. Take advantage of it. Your partner's at work. You can close yourself up in the room. You've done meditated. You've done listened to what you needed to get some messages out there. Somebody has a 5 o'clock shadow. And UFO contact is it's possible the person that you see in this contact could have some type of 5 o'clock shadow. I'm seeing blue skin. Like a light, palish blue skin. Who controls you emotionally? Bro, I can't make this up. Bro, I'm telling you. Do you want to know how many cards I have? Let me show you. Do you see these? Okay. That's all of my cards. That's not all either. I'm still making them. Still getting downloads. I'm not even around and my name is still in your mouth. I told you I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, bro. Anyway, growing urgency. So the growing urgency, I feel like, is you're going to grow from this quickly. The urgent part of it is, I feel like it's going to be like, you're going to know like that instead of like having to go through so much because you're already going to be in that state of, you're going to be broke. And I don't see money broke. Well, it was in reverse for me, towards me. So I'm not going to be broke. But I also see this as, this was towards me. So whoever of y'all that are having financial, you're going to be unbroke. But the other message I got from this was you got broke from your old ways, your old habits of thinking, your growing urgency of being broke from that. Earning your fairy wings, for those of you. Positive. People make fairies to be out very negative in some ways, and they're not. They're not. That's what people just want to put those negative ideas into you and make you conditioned into everything being negative when why would creation go, chew, and here you are? And that's gross. But I mean, like it was just like, wait a minute, I have an idea. And he just went, and there we all go. It's like that explosion. If anybody has never heard this song, 1:31 on the clock as I'm saying this. Oh, wait. Go listen to it. If you're into classical music. I don't know how to say this. You can't see it. I don't know. But anyway, go listen to it. It's beautiful. beautiful and it's amazing. Pluto is significant. Some of you, it's your let me see. Oh, my book's over there. Okay. Well, anyway, so Pluto is significant in your chart. Could be your moon, your planet, personal planet, your ruling planet. And those of you that are here, you're glowing up. You're glowing up. Now, this is from yourself, other people. This is unconscious thinking. A lot of this is unconscious thinking. So something is, I'm sorry for treating you so wrong. Now I regret my actions against you. Guilt. Somebody's feeling guilty. People are feeling guilty. You're feeling guilty. All right. Don't feel guilty. I felt guilty for treating myself so bad just not that long ago because I got into this drama that I didn't want to be involved in to begin with. So I was like, I don't want to. Okay, you know what? I cuss. But I don't want to fucking deal with it. Why should I deal with that shit? There's no reason. And it makes me passionate. I'm trying to learn how to discuss things and communicate things without being so dramatic. Animated. And dramatic. And it's like, because I still work on my yelling. And the only reason why I yell is because I feel like here recently it's because I've been talking, communicating, and you're like going over me while I'm communicating. And what I'm communicating is not anything negative, it's you're making it negative. That's a trigger for me. Another red flags. I saw that earlier too. Widen your social circle. Some of you can. I'm now at the point where I am not going to do that at the moment. I'm not saying it won't happen because it's going to happen. I just have to find the social circle that fits me, and I have not found it yet. That's one of my goals. One of the things that I need to do is look for people. And so now there are comments being made about me, a lot is being said about me. Okay. They're projections, not mine. Adam and Eve. Forbidden fruit. They didn't want us to know anything, so they made it look like, oh, well, the woman learned something, so now we gotta, that's not kosher. Well, okay. The forbidden fruit that people are talking about wasn't actually forbidden. It was actually meant for us to know. It was meant for us to know how to deal with all these problems that we go with and be in our higher self instead of in our ego. Into those emotions. Be positive energy all the time. Just like I was saying. Finding the fountain of youth. I have had a lot of people comment me about my age. Some of you who don't know, I am 53. Just turned 53 December. Adam and Eve. The founders of the forbidden knowledge of truth and knowledge or whatever, wisdom. how to be our true selves in our true form. Translation got lost. You are the cutest. Oh, you're the cutest. You're the cutest, and you know you are. Listen to positive music, classical music. Forgive them because it's for you, not for them. I felt that. Consider starting a business. First stage to this is to make a business plan. Message. We are in a full moon, or it's just ended. Full moon. Can't make this up. Today is the 3rd, and I think there's a full moon today. Let me double check. Computer. Is today a full moon?
The next full moon will be on February 1st at 3:09 p.m.
Computer. When was this last full moon?
The last full moon was this morning at 3:03 a.m. It was known as the full wolf moon. Wolf moon is the name given by Native Americans to a full moon that occurs in January. The name was given to this moon because during this midwinter full moon, wolf packs would howl hungrily outside villages.
I can't make that shit up, bro. This message is meant for you. I'm telling you. These are your signs. These are your signs. You are here for a reason. You are on this channel for a reason. Whether you thumbs it up, which is your energy saying, hey, you can still read my energy. I give you permission. I'm just now, if you don't, that's fine. The messages will still get to you. But you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. Spirit led you here. Spirit put this on your feed and it caught your attention. I don't know what the title's going to be yet, but it caught your attention. You have internal challenges. Healing. You got to heal. This is the time, the full moon, to also start your shit, you know. You're on autopilot. Stop doing that. Get out of it. If you're on autopilot, that means you're not living. Because you're just stuck. You're just there, waiting for it. Waiting for the turbulence, the tower. Take your power and energy back. And I don't mean by like, oh, everybody's got my power and energy. That means stop handing it out. Just blow it off. This is a message for me too. All of it's a message for me, for you, whoever's here. Whoever's here. Doesn't matter. The messages are there for you. I am out here to give people aha moments. And I want to get more into the younger generation. Of course, you have to be 18. Sorry. My philosophy right now has been 21 of age because of legal things. But that aside, I really feel that people 18 and over can only be on this channel. Correct. Okay, but I really feel there are younger generations. If you are giving the correct messages and the most positive messages of growing and healing and how to take accountability and forgiveness, how your reactions are. I mean, all the things that we have conditioned our children. And some, like Sadhguru said, I just saw this today and it really hit me. And yes, my children are grown, but that doesn't mean it doesn't apply to them as well. Because then it passes on. If they start seeing it through me, and I break these habits that have been passed on from my mother, from my grandmother, from my great-great-grandmother, from my dad, from my stepdad, from all these different parental things and their own conditionings that they've been raised in, and they combine it, and then it gets passed on to you, and then you end up combining it with your partner, with your children, or alone. You combine, you know. So I'm here to break those habits, and I'm trying to show my children and my grandchildren that even though my grandchildren are very, very little, it doesn't mean they don't understand. They understand. especially my littlest one. He's under a year old. He's like 6 months old. Something like that. Sorry. Bad with months and days because I try not to pay attention to time. And that's my other thing. I don't want a job where I have to pay attention to time. I want to be timeless. When the sun comes up, I know I need to take care of my shit. The only reason why I have to pay attention at night is because I don't want, well, people don't handle their shit at night, but I can still do things in the evening time and look where the moon is at to know when it's time for me to be done for the night. That's my manifestational goal in life, for one. So I can work on this. So I can give messages to people who need to hear it. Because being at work is very challenging. I'm not going to deny, but in order for me to survive with somewhere to be able to do this, I'm not at the point where the guru doesn't need anything. I'm at the point where I want to get to that point eventually in life. It's just not right now because I'm still working on me. Those of you who are on the same level, you'll know what I mean. Give the benefit of the doubt, always. Give the benefit of the doubt. It's hard, especially when you've been messed up all the time. Celebration's coming. You had the 77777. They are coming towards you. I feel like they are coming towards you. I don't know why I'm seeing work, but just, or whatever. Something is going to come towards you. How are you going to react? Take account, take responsibility for whatever is going to happen. Because the balance is not balanced still. The balance is whenever I remove myself from this energy, which I can't. I gotta stop saying can't. We all know that right now we have to live by blind faith. And a lot of us are capable of being able to not give everything up to get what they want and still have a good life. I have given up so much stuff. I pretty much just have clothes and a few knickknacks, and I kept my crystals and my cards. Some things that my kids made, but I gave it back to them because that's theirs now, and I'm in a home, but it's not my home. And I was hearing today that when you are empty, and what he was meaning, like not empty inside, like internally, but the emptiness of having to have all this stuff that we have in front of us, like all these things. Like if you want to be technical, nobody needs anything. Nobody needs anything. No material things, no tools, just our higher selves. But we lost that. We lost that a long time ago. Jesus was here to help us get back to that. And he was crucified because he's like, hey, if I can go through it and actually die for it because it was right, and because it's the truth, and because when they actually kill me, I'm not really dead. It's just an avatar. I'm actually still alive. My energy is still there. Now, the 3 days resurrection is like, the way I understand it, it's like when your old self dies, you go through your healing stages to be awoken into your new self for 3 days. Going into hermit mode, possible. Worry about you and heal. I have been. Are you? Love those who don't deserve it. guess what? You got another number 7. I'm also here in Life Path 7. Mustache. Somebody has a mustache. Surround yourself with higher energies. Now, I'm going to say for me, it's going to be a little bit hard in my situation because I still have to be around these people every day. So my positive energy is only the customers. And even then, that's a challenge because you don't know how your customers are going to be. So I got to find a way. I got to heal in another way. And it's not that big a deal. Just move forward. Listen to channel music. The music that I'm channeling right now is classical. Be direct and clear. From now on, when you explain something to somebody about whatever, be direct and clear of your words, your actions. Okay, so we're going to do 3 I Ching cards. And we're going to clarify those. Now I'm not saying I don't do tarot. I do. I'm not that great at it. Because I don't do it the way that everybody else does it. I do it the way I do it. But when I'm called to do it, I will do it then. Because it still has the message in it. Trust me. Anything for messages. Okay, we're not ready. But okay, let's see what these do. Well, there's the 3 cards there. 42, 40, and 47. And 45. Now, I've used these cards like crazy, and all of them are mixed up. That is crazy. These are all 40. So, 444. 7, 4. 11. Master number 11. And 9. There's another 7, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 6. There is another 7 on the board. Okay. Book. So this is what number 42 looks like. And if you've studied I Ching, I just looked it up. It's very interesting. Okay. 42. So this is what the spirit guides want us to know. Higher selves. Doesn't matter. Anything positive and energy wants us to know this. 42. I, the letter I, means increase / increase. Above, wind / below, thunder. So here's the message. Wind moves the thunder. Cooperation brings increase. Wind moves the thunder. The wind piles thunderclouds upon each other, increasing the storm's strength and moving it across the sky. Without the wind above, thunder's energy would dissipate. In the same way, the people are strengthened when those above act on their behalf with no thought of their own ambition. This leads to a time of increased prosperity and progress, when difficult problems can be faced together and overcome. So the way it sounds to me, in the same way people are strengthened when those above act on their behalf. So people that, I'm not saying it's like your boss. I'm saying it's like people who are of higher mind, like higher energy. Try to help those that are of lower energy in some form, um, like if they're conditioned to be like this, that person is like, hey, stop. Trying to prevent like someone like bringing them down more, I guess, is how I feel. With no thought of their own ambition. So they're like, I don't care, I'm standing up for what's right. This leads to a time of increased prosperity and progress. So prosperity could be like the abundance of some form, and it does not have to be money. It could be like wisdom, a better job, better friends, um, relationships going to get better, um, things like that. When difficult problems can be faced together and overcome. So you got to work together. So you got to get in your comfort zone, like I'm gonna do tomorrow. And I'm standing up for myself, basically. So I was like this. Now I'm like, hey, no, I ain't gonna do that anymore. So, okay, so number 40, and it's spelled Hsieh. So, shy, say, say. Okay, deliverance. Anyway, above thunder, below water. Okay. So this one is what this one looks like, number 40. Okay. And 1070102. 7. Luck, luck, luck. Okay, so this one is thunder above water, the rains come at last. The thunderstorm clears the air and refreshes the earth. So it is when troubled times end and deliverance is at hand. Release from pressure allows a return to everyday life with a renewed sense of gratitude. Attend to necessary affairs with all possible speed as good fortune approaches. So, again, 7. Uh, I'm hearing 7 of that. I don't know. But so, in other words, let it go. Let it go. Get back to your fucking who you are. You got knocked down. You're getting yourself back up. Let's get moving. Let's move forward. Let's let it go. Let it go. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is let it go. I mean, why stay in it? Move forward. What's your lesson so you do not have to do this? When you start waking, I promise you'll see that hamster wheel come around and you're like, wait a minute. I don't want to do this no more. Now I know I don't want this. You'll know. Instead of staying in and be like comfortable and be like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be, I guess. I'll just stay like this. Why? I don't want to feel like that. I want to be happy and have fun and laugh and enjoy things. Enjoy the fruits of my labor, my children, what I invest, I want to enjoy the happy things, and I want to let go of all the negative things. Don't you? If you're here, you do. I'm gonna say that right now. Okay. 47. Then we're gonna look up what these numbers mean spiritually. Ka'un, exhaustion. Above lake, below water. Now, lake, I looked up yesterday, and it was saying something about like, let me read it. Okay, so what it means is the unconscious mind, reflection, emotional path, and transformation, representing a vast inner world holding memories and ideas, a mirror for self contemplation, a source of deep emotion and gateway between life and the underworld, with its still surface reflecting consciousness and its depth holding profound mysteries. It signifies both calm, feminine fertility and powerful psychic potential, connecting to concepts like love, divine love, Christianity, or sacred purification, Hinduism. So the unconscious mind's dark depths of the lake mirror the subconscious, holding deep memories of nascent ideas. While the surface is daily consciousness, notes My Mythos and University of Michigan. Anyway, I'm reading this off of Google. So, yes. What the freak happened? Oh, there it is. Anyway, so lake. That's what lake means. Um, Water abandons the lake. Spiritual exhaustion. Okay, I got this yesterday, so this one is profound. A little bit. Water has drained away from the lake, leaving it dry and barren. In human life, character is proven at times in times of adversity when it seems like all joy has drained from life. Maintaining hope and good cheer under hard circumstances can bring exhaustion of spirit. When fate is unkind, care must be taken to replenish what has been used up. One must remain true to oneself. So, what that's saying, people, if you are going through this, which I am, and I'm working on this right now, but I have given my energy to people who did not deserve it. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Like it says here, benefit of the doubt. A few cards away. Let me see here. Number 7. Worry about you and heal. Give the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Take your power and energy back. You know? You're on autopilot. Internal talent challenge. During the full moon. I mean, consider starting a business. That was next to the full moon. I mean, forgive them. It's for you, not for them. Under business. You know what I mean? Listen to positive music. Everything, try to do everything in positive ways. But when you give yourself too much energy, when you give people too much energy of yourself and they take advantage and they're energy vampires, basically. I mean, the only person that can stop that is you. Walk away from it. Stop giving the energy. If you are coming home and you're like, okay, I've tried to help other people. I need time. I'm just tired. Take a break. Rest. Get away from people for a little bit. Rejuvenate. Go outside for a walk. Take a day or two off from the outside world as far as the conditioning of the world, and take yourself out of it and put yourself into the spiritual or the higher consciousness of yourself. Does that make sense? I'm still working on that part. Believe it or not, I am still working on that. I've gotten nowhere near what I'm saying to do. I'm taking these messages too. It applies to me as well. So stop giving your energy. Like, okay, so fine. They've depleted you of your energy. Now replenish yourself. Move forward. Let it go. Don't get into the drama, even if it's solely about you. When you're the center of the attention of that drama and your name is being dropped and messages and lies and rumors and all that shit's being spread about you, fuck it. You can't change what they're going to say. You can't make them stop. You can't control anyone. Just fucking work on you. Work on you. That's all you can do. And go in happy. Work on it. It hurts for a minute. But when you work on it, it don't hurt forever. We just make it hurt forever because we choose to stay in there and wallow in that conditioned feeling. I'm taking myself out of the conditioning. I hope I teach my kids to take them out, that they get out of the conditioning. I didn't raise them to take accountability. I raised them to point the finger. I'm trying to change that. Yes, I'm 53, but I'm still trying to teach my kids what I can before I actually start living so they can grow when I'm not here to help them anymore. And that way they can hear me when I'm not here through spirit and know the messages I'm sending, that I'm helping them along the way until I choose to come back or not. I get a choice. Even as an energy, you get a choice. Do you want to go to Earth? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? But here's the thing. I wish I knew how to explain all this. We have we have our own thought process that also goes for the beings, our galactic families, our other energies out there that is not of this world. They have, but the difference between them and us, in my opinion, this is just, they are more spiritually enlightened than, they are more spiritually enlightened, period. Like, they are connected telepathically, energetically, as one. We have been broken somehow, somewhere from that knowledge, from knowing that. That being said, what is 45? Okay, so 45 is, and I got this yesterday too. It's Su Ui, gathering together. I think that's how it's spelled. It says, above lake, below earth. The lake upon the earth, the vessel of community. Water running freely over the earth does not attain the depth of the lake with its constraints. In the same way, people are stronger when they are gathered together within the vessel of community. A shared history adds depth to their connection, and they are unified through the honoring of ancestors and traditions. Such a spiritual life cannot be easily dissolved. So, in other words, what I'm getting from that, and this is what, okay, I didn't show you 47. This is what the last message looked like. This is what the new message looks like. This is the overall. Okay, 45. These numbers should be significant for you in succession, separate, single, doesn't matter. These numbers should be significant for you. Now, I'm going to do you a favor. If you want to do I Ching, here's the book. This is what the meanings mean. Now, these right here these are the numbers. These here are the elements that they have up here. Now, if you want to take a picture of it, please do so. I don't know if you can see it very well. This is hard to get for free. But I bought the tarot deck. And this is the front of it. It's very nice. This is the back of it. So anyway, those are the cards. Now, I wanted to clarify them, but I might do that with these three just here in a second. Just for a second, then I'm going to get off of here because I have other things that I would like to accomplish today since I got a 3-day weekend. This is one of them. Check. So, put this back over here. Now, I have another deck here that I got for my birthday, the Witch's Oracle deck. Now, this deck is pretty good too. And then I'll do a moon card. We'll check out the moon messages because the moon hit 303 this morning. Okay. Spirit, angels, color messages. Please clarify card 42 from the I Ching, which is. Let me get this correct so I can ask. 42. is the wind above and thunder below increase. Message, please give me. So we got 2. Moth. Mystery. Concealment. Illusion. Okay. So let me read the I Ching again. And then I'm going to read the moth. The wind piles thunderclouds. Let's see. Wind moves the thunder. Like wind moves the thunder. Cooperation brings increase. The wind piles thunderclouds upon each other, increasing the storm strength and moving it across the sky. Without the wind above, thunder energy would dissipate. Strengthen when those act above the half on the thought of the ambition. This leads. Okay, so as we were saying earlier, that basically you're going to not give your energy to people who, like, you're gonna like stand up for what's right, basically. So this is saying mystery, concealment, illusion. Okay. Oh, this is what it looks like. I didn't show you. Okay, moth. This one came with 2 messages. So the moth means, while some species of moth are diurnal, we tend to associate moths with the night. Moths are beautiful night pollinators, doing important work under the cover of darkness. Moths are often compelled to seek out the light, even though it may endanger them. Oh my god, I can't read. Okay, I'm having problems reading. Moths, like butterflies, often have markings that disguise them, tricking predators into assuming they are something other than what they truly are. This illusion serves as protection. So while you're going through this, like, be your true self, but also, like, keep yourself prayered up, basically. Your shield. Keep your shield up. Doesn't mean it's going to be great, because if you have expectations on how your situation is going to end up, that's where you get disappointed. So you got to have no expectations of how anything's going to turn out. Like, no assumptions. That's hard to do. The moth card tells you that perhaps something around you isn't what it seems. Okay, there it is. Somebody, they were acting like, okay. What it is that you need to, like, prayer up, keep yourself protected, like, spiritually, like, keep yourself, don't fall into their cracks of what they're doing as far as trying to turn you back into that person that you have moved away from. The new person that you are is going to, like, shield yourself with protection of your own sanity, your own feelings. Look for the truth and follow the light, but don't let yourself be blinded. Boom, I can't make this up. There may be something in your life that needs illumination in order for you to take control. Now, here's what you need to reflect on, or you should. It's up to you. What in your life needs illumination to enable you to see past a surface level illusion? Interesting. So, in other words, take the blinders off. Take the blinders off. And we got another flying animal here, a bee. Okay, with a hive. Community. Again, something about community. Cooperation. Again, about cooperation. Sweetness. All right, let's see what this is about. Bee. Yeah, don't. In other words, do you. Do you. Look past the illusion. Know that not everybody is out for your highest good. Not everybody's out so you can do better. People want you to fail. because that's how they feel. They feel like they've failed, so why can't someone else fail with them? Let me take someone else with me. It's not about that. I'm not going to take anyone down, even though that's the rumor. Well, you're taking yourself down then. Everybody just happens to be on your little boat of taking, you want to take them with you. They want to go. Okay, bye. I'm going to stand on the shore while you're drowning and I don't mean literally, figuratively. I mean like you all want to fucking talk shit about someone instead of plugging the hole in the boat and working together like that, and they just get on the thing so they're going to drown together because you're like, hey, I don't want a part of it. If you're here, you don't want a part of it. That's why you're here. You need answers. You need some kind of clarity. You need a clarity. 125, 55, 55. When I said that, you need clarity. Here's your clarity. B. The card meaning. Bees inspire thoughts of sweetness and community. Bees work together, functioning in cooperation with others to advance the health and safety of their entire hive. Communication is central to this goal. In the end, through hard work and service to others, they create something pure and sweet. Honey. It's the sweetness of honey that reminds us to be kind to others. The B card asks you to consider if you feel fulfilled and connected in your relationships, or if you need to communicate your needs to others more. Remember to be kind whenever you can and meet any challenge with an open heart. Bro, that's hard to do. But in order for you to grow, this is something that needs to be done in your own self. I'm not telling you to do this. These are just messages, people. And if it resonates, then I would not ignore the signs. If it doesn't, it's not yours. Don't make it fit, because then you got to heal through something that never belonged to you and it was meant for someone else. So, in other words, there's not going to be great communication at this time. Now, you can communicate with them the best you can, but everybody's got to be on the same page, and it's not easy to do without a main person in charge or something in charge of that. I don't know how else to put that, but in actuality, it's still about you. You still have, no matter who's in charge, and if you're the one outcast of all those bees because something doesn't seem, the illusion, you see past that illusion, and so you're outcasted. If I'm going to be out in the cold, okay, somebody's going to come by and see that I need a jacket. I don't know where that was going, but basically, be more communicative and not aggressive, and be more understanding and open-minded about the situation, because it's how we're going to react to it in the end it's how we're going to react to it. So number 40 of the I Ching, I should have done this separate, but because I'm not familiar how to do the I Ching yet, because I just got them, so I'll learn the messages, what they mean. Okay, so in other words, let all that shit go. Get back to where you're supposed to be. Go back to your life, your own whatever, and leave all that other behind. So, all right. So number 40, I Ching. Messages. Clarity. Give us a clarifying card for the I Ching card. Altar. So go back. Don't lose yourself spiritually, basically. It's what this one was basically saying. Sometimes it's hard. You lose your spirit, which doesn't necessarily mean your spiritual guidance or whatever, but you just get tired. You're exhausted. So, gratitude and releasing burdens. Let's see what that says. Make you an altar. Altar. There it is. Card meaning. It is important to make time and space for connecting with spirit. In that space, look into your heart for truth. The altar card can help you reflect on your blessings and what you need to express gratitude for. Conversely, look inside the truth about your challenges. There may be something you need to release to the universe in order to grow and flourish. Like, I'm not making this shit up, bro. I'm telling you all of this already, and I'm reading it out of this. I'm reading what I just said. Or a burden you need to surrender so that you can move forward. Okay. There is something you need to release to the universe in order to grow and flourish. There's something you need to release to the universe in order to grow and flourish. Now, I've been saying this. Or a burden you need to surrender so that you can move forward. Or a burden you need to surrender so that you can move forward. Let it all go. You can't, don't be stuck. Don't be the hangman. Just wait. Move forward. You can't fix anyone else but yourself. The altar can help. Take stock of what you are grateful for. Think about what you can offer nature or spirit to share your blessings. I'm going to start getting peanuts for the squirrel. I don't have room for my altar yet. It'll get there. I'm trying to be patient with it, but it's going to get there. Reflection. What isn't serving you and can be released into the universe for you to move on? I've got a lot of things that I'm working on that I'm doing that with. So the last card is basically saying the 47 I Ching card was to pretty much not to give too much of your energy to people, the energy vampires, and to like not get into the drama, even though it may be about you not to get all into it. So, clarity card. What do we need to clarify for the number 47 I Ching card? The collective. Thank you. Oak tree. We have a lot of oak trees here in Colorado. So, power, courage, strength. And there's an acorn. What's the signature meaning for the acorn? Oh, it might tell us in the book, but if not, I'm going to look it up. So, no energy vampires. Move forward. Oak tree. Here we go. Card meaning. The oak tree is a popular symbol of strength. I can see that because it's very thick. The trunk is like it takes probably, if it's an old ash tree with a trunk that's like bigger than your arms can reach around, for even a grown ass 6-foot man barely get his arms halfway around it, I would say it would take more than 2 people to cut that tree down. So very durable. The wood is dense and durable, reliable, and long lasting. Because they live for hundreds and thousands of years. This tree symbolizes power and bravery. I think thousands of years. Let me see. This tree symbolizes power and bravery, telling you that you can stand up to whatever storm is on the horizon. The second card too. The mighty oak began as a tiny acorn. Oh, because it's an acorn. The acorn is an oak tree. It is reassuring to know that something so immense and strong started out as something that you can hold between 2 fingers. Not only does it remind us that small things can yield huge results, it also reminds us that growing takes time. Rapid growth uses energy to reach a goal quickly. Slow growth uses energy to ensure stable, strong development. The oak tree card urges you to be brave and to stand tall. So, even though triggers are going to be coming your way, this is the year of us letting it go and just moving forward because it doesn't matter. Like all that shit really, in the long run, really does not matter. And the more we practice it when it's not easy, I'm guaranteeing you the easier it will get because you keep practicing what's hard. When you keep practicing the negative things, of course, you're going to be perfect at it because you're practicing something that's been conditioned since you were born, birthed, born, whatever. Since you were on this planet. The bottom of the deck, walking staff, support, encouragement. The walking staff is at home providing help. Is at home providing help and support when you're trumpeting through the woods, as it is comfortable in a garden being used to prop something up. In essence, the staff is a form of wand, which is in tarot. There's a couple of things. It's got a rune on it, the R, which I'll have to look up what that means. I know I have it, but and a little charm on the end of it, wrapped in these, whatever these, and see where the road is leading. So, in essence, the staff is a form of wand, a magical tool used to direct energy and aid in focus. The walking staff card suggests that some part of your life needs more support. So you're going through problems. You're holding up burdens. You're you're holding up things, right? That aren't really yours. So I mean, you can lay the stick down. It doesn't belong to you. It's protection, but if it's your stick, yes, hang on to it. That's yours. But if it's somebody else's, let it go. It's not yours. Like a plant may need a stake to help it stay upright until it develops enough strength in its stem to stand alone. Your life may be easier if you have something or someone to lean on. A journey can take much less effort if you use a walking staff to give you extra security along the way. I mean, yeah, I feel like in a way that's where the codependency on friends come from, but I mean, it was talking about home. So I'm going to say my family is here to support me, and that's the family support right there. They see me walking that path. So they're in support of my positive decisions. Now the reflection for this is, can you identify which part of your life are lacking strength? Ask yourself, what are you lacking in strength? All right, so I got one more deck I'm going to pull out. Let's see. Oh yeah, moon. Okay, Moon Oracle. Now I'm going to do 2 Moon Oracles because this is the other moon card I wanted. We are in a full moon as of 3:03 today. So let's see what ancestors have to say. These ancestors, others, higher self, Mother Gaia, collective message, the highest good of themselves and the people of their energy. What do they need to know? It's time. nothing will come of this situation. So that just fell out. That's on a full moon, void of course moon. That looks full, but I'm not sure what void of course means. I have to look that up. We're gonna put that back in there. If it comes out, there we go. So, what is the moon message? What is the moon message for January the 3rd, 2026? January the 3rd, 2026. Wow, 2026. Messages for 2026. What new messages are there for the collective today? New messages. Okay, one more time. If no messages come out, we're moving on. Luck. Now, we've been seeing sevens all through this. 7, 7, 7, 7. Luck is on your side. Sevens is luck. New moon in Sagittarius. Now, if you're a Sagittarian, this will hit you. If you're not, it doesn't have to be. It could be in your chart. Doesn't matter. In any case, it doesn't even have to be your sign. You are good enough. Let me put these back. Believe in the impossible. Your dreams need a practical plan. Now, I saw that a minute ago too. Okay. And we were talking about the dreams having a practical plan. This one. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius right now is significant. Both of them are full. One is new, one is full. And they're both lavender or mauve or whatever color this is. Purple color. Significant. Purple moon, pink moon, I don't know. Alright, look at the bigger picture. That one was on the floor, so we'll put this back. Okay. Now let me get back to it. Tell me to get it. Now, oak tree. One more moon message, please, Spirit, for the collective. What is it that they need to know? Time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So, see the trees. I resonate with that. I don't know if any of you live near a bunch of trees. Like, the moon looks like that above it. Take time for yourself. Grow. Get your strength back. Replenish. Bottom of the deck. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. It's the bottom of the deck. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Okay, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. These are at the bottom of the deck. And again, nothing will come of this situation. Okay. So at the top of the deck, let's see what this says. Don't let your past hold you back. So some of you are in your south node. Work on that. That's your shadow self. You and your loved ones are safe. Cancer is significant. Okay. Now, we're going to go to these cards here. And then I'm going to get off of here and do what I need to do for today. I've meditated. I've spent time with Spirit. I've gotten messages. I've listened to messages. I need to grow in my home by fixing my altar space and getting it ready for my new beginning in 2026. How about you? Are you clearing that space? Alright. So today this is not about friendship. I feel it's more about business related work, letting go, how to react and behave in social situations pertaining job related things, people that you don't connect with, that you do connect with, people that matter. Okay, people matter. Their opinions don't. So people matter to me. Their opinions don't. That's what I'm working on. Because they're own thoughts. And okay, so we're gonna do 3 cards per area. Spirit, luck is on your side. I've been seeing the 7s. What is it? Just enough good cards for the highest good of the 7 people. Imagine. So use your imagination. Owls are significant. There's a crescent moon with pine trees, it looks like. More pine trees. And he's carrying a key. So some of you have the key. You have the key. You just need to find the lock that fits. And nobody's key fits your lock. And nobody's lock fits your key. It's your own door that you open and close. Nobody else opens it and shuts it for you but yourself. That's everybody. 2 more messages for first row of cards, Spirit. There you go. Soulful. Another owl. Wisdom. A lot of wisdom. Okay. In a tree again. This time with a bee. Bees are significant. You had that twice on the same pile. Same pile. So bees are significant. They're about expansion, growing in a colony, Relax. Take care of yourself. Sit down. Take your feet up. Take care of yourself. Read a book. That's what I've been doing. Oh, another owl. So this may have a lot of owls in it. So owls are very significant. And pine trees. And we did get something about a black cat. There you go. Confirmation. Second pile, Spirit. 3 cards. 3 cards, Spirit. Hope everybody's doing okay today. It's been a triggering week for me. I don't know about any of you. That's part of the 2025 year ending. Letting go of all the stuff that don't matter. Second pile, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? New beginnings in 2026. Enchanted. Again, a cat significant. There's a full moon. Okay. Wings. Fairy wings. You're very enchanted. You have a lot of enchantment. People see... That's why you trigger people so much. Because they see that positive aura that you have. And they're not used to it. It's uncomfortable. And I have to remember that when I'm around people when they behave this way. One of them, I stood up for one of them and they're like, they should have never stood up for me. Well, I had to tell myself, I get that they're not used to that. I get that it's unfamiliar for someone to be like, I got you. And they actually meant it. But that does not mean I have to remain in that energy because they weren't used to it. I have to move forward. You have to move forward. How do you grow? If you don't want to grow, stay in it. I don't advise it. Rejoice. Again. Now this owl looks more human-like. So that could be your ancestors. They're trying to communicate with you. You're holding a crescent moon. Like, see how she's cupping it in her hands? Like, you know, like it's been gifted, like she's gifting it almost. Maybe to herself. The stars are there, like she's holding it there, like she's, it's not like a gift. It's more like she's like consoling. It looks more like a consolement. Like it's everything's gonna be okay. I got you. I was just saying that. And she looks like a tree. Looks like a trunk. And there's the owl. Looks like there's a face. So be, rejoice. I got you. Be thankful. Be, appreciative. Like you have wisdom. You're there helping people. That's like helping hands, healing. It's rejoice with love, light, under the stars, growing. Easy journey, no. To the day I take my last breath, I'm going to be triggered by something. I know it. Oh, that one wanted to pop out. Compassion. Compassion. Compassion, even though you don't want, even though no matter what they've done, have compassion and still be open-hearted and not closed off and vengeful and deceitful and hateful, fearing. And yes, these people are not awoken. They're like toddlers. They're gonna continue this till they're done continuing it. They're gonna do it until they're finished, until they're ready to stop. You can't force them to stop. You can't make anybody to force them to stop. So it's like, that's where you have to come into yourself and be like, I don't care. Okay. 3 more cards and then I'm going. Thank you for being here. I hope someone got a message out of this. Somebody needs to hear this, even if it was just me. I will be more presentable next time because I'm going to do this before I go to work during the week. I'm going to try to get up a little bit earlier, do some exercises. And here we go. 152.44. Success. So it says spells. Now I'm not down for, I don't believe in spells, but the people that do. The success part to me on that is not because you're going to put spells on somebody to do that. If you're on this channel, you don't believe in all that shit. So let's put it this way. Manifestation. That's what I would call a spell. Or wishing you. Spells is like a wish and a manifestation. I wish I could have this. I'm going to manifest it. Going for it, So in order for you to do that, you have to walk up those stairs. Open that door with your key. See, they've got the key here. You've had time to sit down and think about what's going on. Learn some lessons. Reading the book, you're learning some lessons. You've got wisdom. You got wisdom and you're learning how to communicate better. Bees communicate. They have to communicate in order to build a hive. They work as a team. I'm learning how to communicate better. I'm bad at communication. 2 more messages. So you're heading to success. You're heading to success. You just got to keep going up the stairs and unlock that door. Nature. Now, again, trees are significant. Owls and this moon here. Now they're resting on the moon. I got you. I got your wisdom here. I got your wisdom. You're heading towards success. The moon is out. Wow. Okay, wait. Interesting. So the full moon is shining down on this moon and the owl. So to me, The moon is shining bright on you, and your wisdom is going to start growing. Your wisdom is going to start expanding. And it's going to have a light. You're going to shine bright with it. I'm going to shine bright with it. I'm going to go, people are going to hear and get that aha moment. I love when they get that aha moment. And I ask for nothing in return. Just like, you see what I mean? And they're like, yeah, and it changes them. That's what my goal is. And I'm going to do it in spirit, with spirit. And this also is your spirit team telling you, they're saying, we're here. We hear you. You're talking to us. We hear you. And at the bottom of the deck, bro, I can't make this up. That's the whole deck of the reading. That's the main reading. The main part of the reading. The bottom of the deck. Wisdom. It's coming. It's coming. Your wisdom is growing. See? And it's not stopping. Even this is going above it. It's growing. You're going to have so much knowledge, so much wisdom that you can share with other people to give them that aha moment. You have love. You see, they're all together. Celebration. Because you're a celestial being. I'm a celestial being. And we want unity. We want unity. Holding hands again. Mindful. We'll be mindful of everything. And we're going to radiate with our knowledge, with our wisdom. Just focus. Focus on what you need to do. Just see that she's focused on what she needs to do. She's making sure she's got her ducks in a row, basically. And I don't mean that literally like her ducks in a row, but basically she's focusing on what she needs to do. I heard ducks in a row. So that is your message today from Spirit, your higher self, whatever you are connected to energetically. It can be anything, it doesn't matter. God, Yahweh, Ra, Allah, doesn't matter. Source, it. So that being said, I love you guys. This was a long message. I guess I had a lot to say. There was a lot going on. I will be back tomorrow with another message. Something else that can help somebody grow. And if you liked it, awesome. If you didn't, and it didn't fit you, maybe another time something else will. Something else will resonate. I'm not here for likes or subscriptions. I'm just here to give messages. And that's all I'm here for. Now, anybody can connect to anybody's energy without the likes and all that. But I kind of do feel like if you're connected more by just connecting to me or connecting to the energy, it might be a little more what they call, I guess, potent or something. I don't know how to explain it. But even if you don't, there's still messages. I don't have to have the likes. It's not about that for me. It's about delivering messages. And it's about giving aha moments. And it's about growth and connection. So, I love you guys. 159.50. As I'm saying that, bye.